We are going to learn now three very important Italian verbs, volere, potere, and dovere. Imagine you're in Italy, you're sitting at a cafe, you would like a coffee, you wonder if you can sit outside. Later you have to catch a train, but first you want to visit a museum. In any one of these situations, you use a modal verb to express what you want, can, or must do. Let's start with volere. Volere means to want. It's used to express a desire for something you would like to have or to do. Let's look at the forms. Io voglio, tu vuoi, lui or lei vuole, noi vogliamo, voi volete, loro vogliono. Among the three modal verbs, volere, like in English, is the only one that can have a direct object, meaning that can follow directly by a noun. For example, I want an ice cream. Voglio un gelato. I want what? So it's the direct object. At the same time, like dovere and potere, volere can be followed by an infinitive form of the verb. So, for example, voglio visitare Roma. I want to visit Rome. So you can have a noun, voglio un gelato, or you can have an infinitive form of the verb, voglio visitare Roma. Voglio sometimes doesn't sound good, especially when you use it for a request. So to be polite in polite situations, Italians prefer vorrei, I would like, instead of voglio, I want. So for example, when you ask for a coffee or you ask for something, always use vorrei. I would like a glass of water. Vorrei un bicchiere d'acqua. Because if you say voglio un bicchiere d'acqua, it sounds like I want a glass of water. And now potere. Potere means can or may and expresses permission or possibility. So use when asking for giving permission or talking about what is possible. Io posso, tu puoi, lui, lei può, noi possiamo, voi potete, loro possono. Even for posso, there is an alternative form that sounds more respectful, sounds more formal, and it is potrei. So use potrei when you request something instead of posso. Potrei avere un caffè, per favore? Could I have a coffee, please? Now, it's important that you remember that in Italian we do not use potere for learned abilities or skills. So, in Italian, the verb potere doesn't mean to be able to do something. To express that concept, Italian use another verb that is sapere. So, for example, if you want to say, I can swim, meaning that you're capable, you're able to swim, you can't use potere in Italian. So you can't say posso nuotare, because if you say posso nuotare, it means that you are allowed to swim. In order to express your abilities, saying that you are able to swim, you have to use the verb sapere. So nuotare, same thing for so parlare italiano. So parlare italiano, yes, you can translate in English when I can speak Italian, but you will never use potere to express the same concept, because if you say posso parlare italiano, you mean I'm allowed to speak. Dovere expresses what you must or have to do, your duties or obligations. Io devo, tu devi, lui, lei deve, noi dobbiamo, voi dovete, loro devono. Do not confuse dovere with avere bisogno di, to need. For example, devo andare a casa, I have to go home. Ho bisogno di andare a casa, I need to go home. And now it's your turn. Imagine yourself at the cafe. You would like a coffee. How would you ask politely? Then imagine yourself at the museum. You're not sure if it's open. What would you ask? Then you want to go out with your friends, but you still have homework to do. What would you say? Now that weekend is approaching, you would like to go to the beach. What would you say? Now you can pause the video, work on these situations, and then you can resume to check your answer in the next slide when you're done.